St Peter Daiman was born in Ravenna, Italy in the year 1007, very long ago. He was born in a very big family. Unfortunately, his family was very poor, and his parents died very when he was very young. Therefore, he became an orphan. Because of this, he grew up under his older brother. Unfortunately, his older brother mistreated him and made him work with him and his pigs, and severely malnutrited him.
Even though he was neglected by his brother, he still had a big spark of holiness in his heart. One of the examples of this is when he found a silver coin, um, without without using it for buying some bread, food, or something that he needs. He went to the church and he asked the priest to conduct a mass for his departed parents. Later, eventually, his oldest brother, who was the archpriest of the area, saw the genius in Peter and funded him for his education.
Because of this, he was able to learn liberal arts, and he was able to also graduate and become a very big professor in law and theology. Because of this, he made a lot of money, and he got his degrees in the year 1025. In the year 1035, he decided to leave all of this behind, leave all of his wealth behind, and go join a sanctum because he wanted to be more close to God and leave all distractions behind.
He was so dedicated and strict in his monarchy life that he soon people elected him to become the prior of the monarchy. See, monastery in 1043. Following his promotion, he also had a lot of miracles. Once, when he was possessed, no, when a person was possessed, Saint Peter sent a simple letter with many blessings, which miraculously healed him. Another one of these miracles is when a nobleman's son was severely ill. Then Saint Peter um, gave the monk's hood to the nobleman. When the nobleman placed on his son, he instantly was cured.
There were more miracles as well. Accounts show that during his prayers in his room, a holy light often shone on him whenever he prayed for the congregation. Also, a major miracle happened where a forest fire started near their monastery. All this saint had to do was show the sign of the cross, and the forest fire immediately stopped.
Later, he even went to Pope Leo IX for giving him a book which mentions to eradicate all the corruption and simony. Simony is when you sell the church's offices. He wanted this because he wanted the church to be as disciplined as monks.
In the year 1059, Pope Stephen the Ninth made him the cardinal bishop of the region. Initially, he did not want this position, but because he felt like it was a golden cage, he felt like a high positioned life would drag him away from his monasteric life and make him less closer to God. But after some time, he decided to embrace this and visited many cities in his region. One of these cities was facing a great famine. They had very little grain. So, what he did was he multiplied the grain using prayers and gave it to everyone in the village, including the poor people. This helped the village to sustain itself even during the famine and helped it survive during the following weeks.
Peter was not only a cardinal bishop, he was also a great diplomat. Um, he went to Milan to solve great problems. Like once he had to go to King Henry and solve our problems in Milan. When he was coming back, he saw a village. People were very thirsty because their well was suddenly poisoned for some reason. Then St. Peter went to the well, cured it. This made the water taste sweet and helped drink for the thirsty villagers.
In the year 1069, our 1067, our priest, our saint went around the country and was finally revealed his duties. Because of this, he was able to finally go back to his monastic life. During this time, he visited the neighboring areas and found one worker whose hands were completely deteriorated and rotting because of a disease. Due to this, he was not able to work for his family, and his family was starving. All the saint had to do was bless his hands, and his hands magically became um, more healthier. This led this man to work for his family and finally afford his living.
In his last years, which was 1072 CE, he had to talk with the Pope for making the city have peace with the Pope. He successfully finished his job, but while he was coming back, he tragically got very ill and died on the way in February 22nd, 1072.
In short, his life started as a young orphan who was abused by his older siblings and was saved by his oldest sibling. He had a very good education but left it all behind for God, made many miracles, and had a high position in the church, and finally gave it all away for a monastic life. His feast day is on the 21st of February, and he died on the 21st of February.
He is the patron saint of insomnia and people with severe headaches. This is because after he died, people with insomnia and headaches or migraines went to his tomb and miraculously got healed.
He got canonized in the year 1823 by Pope Leo XII.
He was even appointed as a doctor of the church in 1828. Thank you.